Hello, greetings, my friend. This is Gilles. I wanted to come and say hello. I was going to make a post today, but I thought since I had a long and difficult day, I thought I come anyway and speak mostly about the planet Venus. For Venus is a beautiful planet that is the older sister to the Earth, and I've been there many times through organized travel, so to speak. And there are 20 billion souls who are ascended, who live inside the planet, and mostly in the sixth dimension. Yet the governing body of that planet is on the ninth dimension. They are the sons of the goddess of Venus. She came to me last night. It was a beautiful experience. I don't know if it was the planet or the goddess or both of them together, but they came to me. And right now it's retrograding. It's asking us to develop, to unfold this inner light, to take a break, to let go of. It is good to serve others, but it's also good to serve yourself and to love yourself and to find that connection. And so we send greetings to Sanat Kumara, the beloved Sanat Kumara, who came from Venus to assist the planet in ascension. And the goddess Venus will eventually be the one that will ignite the fifth dimensional light body of the planet. So it is a very powerful influence. And right now the retrograde motion forces to influence us, inspire us to go within, to feel the love and to love ourselves and to take the time for ourselves. For some time I feel like between I'm like between the hammer and the nail. I feel like because my mental process and the fear and the ego is still there about the situations of life, and my soul is already showing me the freedom and the beautiful energy that is before me. But I feel I have to deal with all those physical material energies when actually the ego is not capable of guessing the true destiny. It is within the soul's hand. It is, and the soul, the mental body will never be able to guess the realities of the soul. That's why we have to do meditation. We have to turn towards the heart so it can be revealed within our consciousness. And so there is a battle that is going on within me, and I think between all of us. It's called the jihad. It's the fight that we need to do in order to come back to the heart, to come back to the love. And we have to let go of this fight between the ego, the mental body, or the lower personality, and the soul, the love, the heart-based personality. And so all of it will come into, everything is coming into alignment. I feel it. It's now. The time is now. Spirit is telling me it's the end of my crusade, so to speak. I mean, to this crusade. But we'll find peace. And I'm going to pull 10 cards with the angels. I'm not going to over-interpret them. For the situation is compassion. Compassion means to love yourself. It's also about doing good deeds to others, but it's also, and starts with loving yourself, to appreciate yourself, not to be the more compassion is love, it's the expression of love, and it's one of the aspects of love. And when the more compassion we have, the more light we receive, and the more courage we have as well. For what goes around this situation is trust and self-confidence. So it's about being trust. The more we trust the trust our soul and spirit, not to trust our doubts and fear, but to trust our soul and spirit, the faster we'll be able to align into this destiny path. What we see before us is a departure, it's living, it's a changing of the guard, it's a new life that is before us. What we have in our subconscious is hope. Hope is esperanza, is hope. So it is a sphere. We are really we have cultivated this hope and faith. For faith is really the only thing that holds us together once we are moving through this fourth dimension with the hope to reach that point of ascension. But spirit is always there to catch us, and whenever we fail, it's like spirit is always there. The more you attune, the more connected to your inner spirit, the more you will see and know that. Doesn't mean that your ego is not going to fight for returning to the old ways, but the situation we are now is wealth. Wealth is abundance. Wealth is prosperity. Wealth is well-being. There is no spiritual value in lack and poverty. It's like we have to eliminate it from our life and from the planet as well. What is coming in the first within our life, we have to take care of ourselves first. Very essential. The responsibility we have in relationship to others comes after we take care of ourselves. It is from within the well-being that we find within ourselves, then we are able to fully serve. And so what's coming up in the near future is listening. We're going to be able to listen to the guidance, to hear life is speaking to us all the time. And so to become closer to this inner guidance and the light that comes from above. What we have as our strength in the situation is determination. We are determined to move forward. And so when the will is determined, it will overcome all obstacles. The inner light is more powerful than any obstacle of darkness. What comes to us from the outside world is happiness. So happiness is being reflected back to us. So it is about celebration that are coming, even if they're not manifested. We already want to be in that frequency. And what we feel in our hopes and fear, in our emotion, is communication. We are ready to communicate, to continue to communicate, to share light, to share from the heart, and to be clear, but not to it's not like we have absolutely need to communicate what we have in our mind. It's not about that. It's about being able to communicate the essential of what needs to be shared. For everything is about relationship in life. Everything that has value, we have relationship to our body, relationship to our mind, relationship to our soul, relationship to God, relationship to others, to friends, relationship to lovers, relationship to partners, to business partners, relationship to society, relationship to the planet. Everything is about relationship, and we learn so much from that. And the outcome is knowledge. We're going to gain new knowledge. New knowledge will be revealed to us. Every day it is good to unlearn everything we've learned in the past in order to receive new knowledge. Well, I hope this resonated with you. I'm going to sing a song. The painting's behind me. It's a painting I just completed. It's called Gaia Nova. It's like a fifth dimensional planet. There's no more moon, no more anything. It's just the planet shining out. But it may still need a signature. I don't know where. I don't know what color. Or it may need other things. I'm not really sure, but I like it like that so far. And this is a painting from 1997, an early painting about ascension. And so it represents the ascension to the center of our super universe before we ascend into the paradise journey. For now, we're living in the planet, 619 planets in our system of world. Then we ascend to Jerusalem and its satellites. Then we ascend to Edentia and its satellite. Then we ascend to Salvington and its satellites. Then we ascend to U Minor the third. And then U Major the fifth. We go through all 10 sectors of the super universe, and then we go to the university planets of the super universe, and we'll eventually emerge on Uversa, which is the greatest center of the super universe. It's a huge planet that holds the center. It's the residence of the Ancient of Days, the three Ancient of Days that rules over the destiny of 100,000 universe, which is nearly 1,000 billion, a trillion inhabited world. So it's a very vast place, and we'll discover all that. So I'm going to sing this song. It went through my mind. It's a spiritual song, although it's like it says, nothing's going to change my world, for everything is always changing. Only the personality in the center never change, no matter where you ascend or no matter where you go. It will always happen through your personalities, for personality is a mystery. We know God is the first personality when He created the eternal Son as the second personality, and then a number infinite of personalities. There is not two of them that are the same. And God is always present through the circuits of personality. So it is the changeless part within ourselves, but everything is always in changing. This is a beautiful spiritual song, so let's sing it. It goes like this. Words are flowing out like endless rain into a paper cup. They slither while they pass, they slip away across the universe. Pools of sorrow, waves of joy are drifting through my open mind, possessing and caressing me. Jaguru Diva Om. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Images of broken light which dance before me like a million eyes. They call me on and on across the universe. Thoughts meander like a restless wind inside a little box. They tumble blindly as they make their way across the universe. Jaguru Diva Om. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Sounds of laughter, shades of life are ringing through my open ears, inciting and inviting me. Limitless and dying love which shines around me like a million sun. It calls me on and on across the universe. Jahaguru Diva Om. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Jahaguru Diva, Jahaguru Diva, Jahaguru Diva. Great song, I think it's John Lennon and Paul McCartney. Guru means a teacher, and Diva is the divinity that holds all the elemental worlds of our world together. I'm going to pull one more card just as a final oracle. Is the Ace of Ariel. It is your lucky day. Brand new resources, money, times, support, a change of profession or promotion. So that's what I feel. Although it's right there before me. There is this great opening, and it's before us. So just focus on what your soul wants for you, and let go of everything else. It is a challenge, but together we stand, and together we are strong, and so we can support each other in that process. And yet it is from within. It is your own soul and spirit that will give you all that. That will not come from the outside. I thank you very much. Namaste.